Welcome back. Are you tired of those pesky robocalls? Well, it could soon get better. The Federal Trade Commission has partnered up with other agencies to launch a major crackdown on illegal robocall operations. Operation Call It Quits is in full effect, and Randy Hutchinson with the Mid-South Better Business Bureau is here to talk all about it. All right, so Randy, my first question for you, can you share how some of the numbers regarding how many robocalls are made? 2016
estimate was 29 billion. 2 years later, 48 billion. Wow. 2019, probably on a similar trajectory. And to put them in a bit more even stark contrast, one outfit estimated that in November of 2018, there were 5 billion robocalls made. That broke down to 170 million per day, 7 million per hour, 2,000 per second, almost all of them illegal because they're only legal if the recipient, the consumer, has given permission to receive them. And how many of us have given permission to receive these calls?
Right. And so my next question for you, can you tell us about, Operation Call It Quits there?
That is, as you mentioned, the FTC joint law enforcement initiative with other agencies. They took 91 new actions against companies, plus the FTC settled 3 previous actions. Some of the products that were being peddled, ones we get calls on all the time, credit card interest rate reduction schemes, money-making schemes, medical alert systems, and one individual they cracked down on had a nickname the Dialer, because not only did he provide the equipment to other robocallers, but he himself placed 57 million calls in a 6-month period. Hopefully the Dialer is out of business.
Yeah, really. I know there was one that I got one time. It was like, oh, you just won a cruise. And I'm like, pretty sure I didn't just win a cruise, but thanks for that. All right, so what else is the government doing to crack down on those illegal robocalls?
Previously, the Federal Federal Communications Commission, to implement some of their call blocking technologies, had to ask permission from individual customers. Now the FCC has said just block them and then let people opt out. And then they're also pushing a new caller ID, sophisticated, I don't understand it completely, but sophisticated caller ID system that will track calls from carrier to carrier all through the network and authenticate them all along the way, so ultimately the person who gets the call will know whether it's legit or not. And then they're also pursuing new enforcement actions and higher penalties when they catch the people.
Okay, so what can we, with cell phone people, or even if you still have a landline there, what can we as consumers do to prevent this?
That's a good point, because I get as many on my home phone when I get home and look at my answering machine as I do on my cell phone. Don't answer the call if you don't know, don't recognize the number. If you do answer and it's one of these robocalls, hang up, because again, by definition, they are almost illegal in the first place, so it's not likely they're going to be giving you some sort of a great deal. If you have call blocking, if your carrier has call blocking technologies, use those. And then the FTC would like us to report, go on their website and report numbers we've gotten these calls from, because they track them, they share the numbers with the carriers, and while the numbers can change, at least that may cut down some of the calls.
All right, Randy, thank you so much. We hope this information helps out. Our viewers certainly helped me out today.
All right.